we last time we stopped? I think chapter 17, right? Ah. We have to finish this 5th chapter fast. Because it doesn't go that fast. That will come. Yeah, that's not bad. Can finish. Shri Ganeshaya Namaha, Shri Saraswatyai Namaha, Shri Sadgurubhyo Namaha. Samasta Janakalyane Niratam Karunamayam Namami Chinmayam Devam Sadgurum Brahmavidvaram Manojavam Marudatulyavekam Jitendriyam Buddhivatam Varishtam Vatatmajam Vanarayutamukhyam Sri Ramadutam Sirasa Namami Santoshini Jaganmata Mama Saubhagyavriddhaye Namaskaromi Bhaktya Tvam Prasanna Varada Bhava Shankaram Shankaracharyam Keshavam Badarayanam Sutrabhashya Kritau Vande Bhagavantau Punah Punaha Om Namah Pranavarthaya Shuddha-jnanaika-murtaye Nirmalaya Prashandaya Dakshinamuktaye Namah Satchitananda-rupaya Vishwotpatyadi-hetave Tapatraya Vinashaya Sri Krishnaya Vayam Namaha Nilambujasyamala Komalangam Sita Samaropita Vamabhagam Panau Mahasayakacharu Chapam Namami Ramam Rekuvamshanatham Janmatyasya yatonnoyadidaradacharteshvavidyaswarat Tene brahmahridaya adikavaye Mukhyanti yatsuraya Tejo varivrutam yatha vinimayo Yatra trisargo mrisha Dhamna sveda sadadirastakuhakam Satyam param dhimahi Dharma projita kaida putra paramo Nirmatsaranam satam Vedyam vastavamatra vastu shivadam Tapatrayonmulanam Srimad Bhagavate Mahamunikrite Kim va parairishwaraha Sadyo hrityavarudyate Trakritibihi Shushrushubittakshanad Nigamakalpadaror Galitam Phalam Sugamukhat Amrutadrava Samyutam Pibada Bhagavatam Rasamalayam Muhuraho Rasika Bhuvi Bhavuka Yam Pravrajandamanupetamapeta-krityam Dvaipayano Virakatara Juhava Putreti Tanmayadaya Taravo Vinetu तं सर्वभूतहृदयं मुनिमानतोऽस्मि यस्वानुभावमखिलश्रुतिसारमेकम् आध्यात्मदीपमतितितिर्षतां तमोन्दं संसारिणां करुणयाः पुराणगुह्यं तं व्याससूनुमुपयामि गुरुं मुनीनां नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत्. That is one Ekashloki Bhagavatam. Adau Devaki Devi Garbhajananam Gopigrihe Vardhanam Maya Putana Jivitapaharanam Govardhanottharanam Kamsachedana Kauravadihananam Kunti Sutapalanam Etat Bhagavatam Purana Kathitam Sri Krishna Leelamrutam. So we are on the 17th chapter of the 5th skanda. So it is said in the 28th, the 16th chapter, Vero Murdhani Bhagavataha Atmayoner Matyataha Upaklaptam Purim Ayuta Yojana Sahasrim Samachadurastram Shatakaumbi Vadanti Tamanu. So 28, it is said by authoritative sources that in the center of the top of Meru, there is the golden city of Lord Brahma, in the shape of a square covering 10 million yojanas. These are all mythological story that in the center of the universe is this Meru Parvatam, and top of that Meru Parvatam is Brahmaji's place, Brahmaloka. Then, 17th verse, Tatra Bhagavataha Sakshat Yajnalingasya Vishnor Vikramato Vama Padangushta Nakha Nirphinnor Andakadaha Vivarenantaha Pravishtaya Bahya Jaladharat Tacharana Panga Javane Janaruna Kinjal Gopa Parinchita Akhila Jagat Kamala Pahopasparshanamalam Sakshat Bhagavat Paditya Anupalakshita Vachobhi Diyamana Adi Mahata Kalena Yuga Sahasrena Lakshanena Divo Murthunya Avataraha Yattat Vishnupadam Ahuhu. Now, Mahavishnu, when he took the form of a Vamana, when he got the promise from Mahabali, he will be given 3 steps. He increased the size to a Virat Rupa, and then measuring with his feet, he pressed his left toe on the dome of the cosmic shell. They talk about cosmic shell now, right? This in the word ozone layer, right? That is there. It is here also. Bhagavatam also is a cosmic shell, creating a hole in it, it seems. Through that hole, a current of water from the beyond flow down to the lower region. In the Vamanavathara time, they will tell, Brahmaji washed the feet. So here it is said, the water came through that hole. And as it came down, that means Brahmaji washed. So it came down and washed the feet of Lord and carried the pollen of saffron from his holy feet. That is why it acquired the ability to eradicate all our sins when you bathe in that. That's why Gangaji got this ability to purify. But itself will not become impure, even though you wash your impurity, but that itself will not get impure. This is called Bhagavat Padi. It fell on the top of the heaven, well known as Vishnupada. This Vishnupada is the realm of Dhruva, the son of Uttanapada, the great devotee of the Lord, with horripilation all over, and with the heart melting in devotion. He, in tears, he stands in that water getting bathed. Even now it seems. There are Saptarshis also who bathe in this water, called Akasha Ganga. In that they also bathe in that water. Now, Ganga, afterwards, story comes that Ganga branches into 4 streams. Sita, Alaknanda, Chakshu, and Bhadra. Alaknanda, we know, it is there. So, of the Sita, starting from Brahma's abode and passing through the top of the mountain, then and fall down to the top of the mountain called Gandhamadana. It then flows east through the middle of the region, Bhadrashva, and fall into the salt ocean on the east. Our Bengal, east land. Chakshu falling from the top of mountain Malyavan, Ketumala into the western sea. What is that? Sindhu? No. Western Sea.
Arabian Sea.
Arabian Sea. But which river is that?
Narmada Sapti, no?
Narmada? Maybe. Then Bhadra to Mahameru mountain, finally descend from the top to Sringavan, Uttarakuru region, flowing northward with Northern Sea. Which is that? Northern Sea. The other side of Meghalaya. Alaknanda flowing down from southern side, passing through several mountains. Bharatavarsha and joined the southern sea. So Alaknanda joined with Bhagirathi actually. Bhagirathi. Alaknanda comes from the other side, Badri side. Bhagirathi comes from Uttarakashi side. Joins in Rishikesh. Actually, just before that joins. Now comes the 11th Tatrapi Bharatameva Varsham Karma Kshetram Anyanyashta Varshani Surginam Punya Sheshopa Upabhogasthanani Bhaumani Surgapadani Vibhadishanti. This is very important because of all these Varshas, regions, Bharatavarsha alone is the field of karma. looks like very partial. Bharatavarsha. Now Bharatavarsha means not just India alone, okay? Olden time, Burma, Afghanistan, Pakistan, Persia, and Indonesia, all of them were part of Thailand, also part of Bharatavarsha. Now, anyway, it is again, it's a karma bhumi. Now, earth is called karma bhumi, isn't it? Only here you can do karma and attain punya, papa, etc. And you can go to heaven. In the heaven, you cannot do karma. That is only bhoga bhumi. So the other 8 varshas are places where jivas who have almost completed their merit in enjoyment, like Swarga. So they are all bhoga bhumi, all other places. You know, we have 40 lokas, right? It's only bhu, bhuvaha, suvaha, maha, tapaha, janaha, satyam, isn't it? Same way atala, sutala, talatala, patala, rasatala, ityadi. There also it is all bhoga bhumi. It is not karma bhumi. Karma bhumi is only Bharatavarsha. So, now, it is said, afterward there is a description of all the varshas. So in all these 9, there are 9 varshas. 9 varsha means region. 9 varshas are there. So in each one of them, who is worshipped? Ityadi is given here. So 14th. Navasvapi varsheshu Bhagavan Narayano Mahapurusha Purushanam Tadanugrahaya Atmatattva Vyuhena Atmana Adyapi Sannidhiyate. So, in all these 9 varshas, Bhagavan Narayana is even today manifested in different forms in order to bless the inhabitants in those regions. So, Ilavrtetu Bhagavan Bhava Eka Eva Pumanna Hi Anyastatraparaha Nirvishati Bhavantyaha Shapa Nimittajnyo Yat Pravekshataha Stri Bhavat Tat Paschat Drakshami. Ilavrta Ilavrta Varsha. I don't know where it is, okay. So here it is Parameshwara. Now he is the only male there. Anyone entering there will become a woman. It is a shapa of Parvati. So no man ever enters there. The reason for this will be explained elsewhere. It will come later. The Vamshanacharitam, 9th canto, that time this story will come. Why that particular place is cursed. 9th skanda. There, Shiva together with his consort Bhavani and surrounded by the countless number of women, attendants of the latter, meditate upon and establishes in his heart Lord Sankarshana Bhagavan. He is propitiated here. Now what is the mantra used for propitiating this Sankarshana Bhagavan? Om Namo Bhagavate Mahapurushaya Sarvaguna Sankhyanam Vakya Aya Anantaya Vyaktaya Nama Iti. This is the mantra. Om salutations to the Lord, the Supreme Being, who is the support and manifester of the whole objective world, constituted of the gunas without himself being affected by it. See, when we talk about Sankarshana Bhagavan, see, Sankarshana Bhagavan is Ananda Sheshanak. Yeah. That is also Bhagavan's glory only, Vibhuti only. Now he on his one hood holding the earth, that is the Sankalpa. And other part of the body, Bhagavan is sleeping. Now think about it, he cannot move, isn't it? He has to be still. If he moves, earth will collapse. Otherwise, Bhagavan also will have a problem. He is sleeping there. Bed cannot move, right? You can move, but bed cannot move. So think about that. Is how you think about Shesha Bhagavan. In the meditation seat, your mind becomes still, it seems. This one method, technique, Mahatmas tell. It's a beautiful technique. Swamiji, my mind is not still, what to do? This is the way. Now that is in Ilavrata. Now Bhadrashva. There are nine regions. Bhadrashva. That is the 18th chapter. Okay. Om Namo Bhadrashasya Ujuhu Om Namo Bhagavate Dharmaya Atma Vishodhanaya Nama Iti Aho Vichitram Bhagavad Vijishtitam Grindam Chanoyam Vivivanna Pashyati Jayadna Satyarhi Vigarbha Sevidam Nihritya Putram Pitaram Jijishati. Now Bhadrashva says, Bhagavan in the form of Bhadrashva. Om, salutation to the Lord, the embodiment of Dharma and the grantor of purity of heart to his devotees. He says, wonderful indeed is the Lord's play. See how even while witnessing the death of others on all sides, man failed to recognize that death would visit him too. This is a wonder of wonder. See how even immediately after the funeral rites of their fathers and sons, men are eager to possess their wealth. Isn't that? Immediately after the funeral is over, what is the next thing they do? Read the will, isn't it? Find out how much money he left for me. That is a wonder. This person also has to die. He doesn't think that. Then he says the 5th verse. Vishodbhavastana nirodha karmate harturangi hridamapyapavrta yuktam na chitram toyi karyakarane sarvatmani vyatirikte cha vastutaha. Wise men speak of the world as impermanent. Of men of spiritual insight realize it as such. Yet people at all blindly take it as permanent because of their Maya, Bhagavan's Maya. This is the surprising play of Bhagavan. Now he says the Vedan Yugante Tamasati Raskritan Rasadaladyo Ruturanga Vigraha Pratyada Devai Kavaye Bhiyachate Tasme Namaste Vidade Hidaya Iti. At the end of Kalpa, you are not affected by any of this jiva's karmas, even though you are the cause for creation, sustenance, manifest, dissolve. You are the essence of all, but yet you transcend everything. This harmony of contradiction is nothing strange, considering thy power Maya. What is the contradiction? Even though the creation is in Bhagavan, Bhagavan is not touched by that. This we have seen in 9th chapter of Gita. Mastani sarvabhutani najamastani. They are in me, I am not in them. Okay, now comes the Harivarshe Chapi. That is, earlier it is what Bhadrashva. Yeah, Bhadrashva. Ayagriva in Bhadrashva. So Ayagriva is the one invoking Vasudeva in Bhadrashva, Varsha. Then come Harivarshe. These are all academic interest, okay? There is nothing spiritual about it. Narasimha is worshipped in Harivarsha. What is the mantra for worshipping Narasimha Bhagavan? Om Namo Bhagavate Narasimhaya Namaste Ajaste Jase Aviravir Bhava Vajradha Vajradamshtra Karmashayan Sandhaya Randhaya Namo Grasa Grasa Om Swaha. This mantra for Narasimha Murti, okay, is a very powerful mantra. People can use this mantra for worshipping Narasimha Bhagavan. Now, may all the world be happy, may the wicked men attain to purity and peace. Let all people pray for mutual peace. May their mind be at peace. We have to pray that now, right? At this. Especially in this country, we have to pray this. And also the 10th verse say, Magaradharatmaja Vittabandhushu Sango Yadisyat Bhagavat Priyeshu na Yapranavritya Paritushta Atmavan Siddhyattu Duran Tadendriya Priyaha. May we be free from attachment to house, wife, sons, wealth, and relatives. If at all we want to attach, let it be the attachment to Bhagavan's devotees. It's a nice prayer, right? So, if your mind is always attached to the fleeting things, your mind also will be what? Fleeting. Then comes the Ketumala, next one. So these are all prayer, Harivarshe. So Narasimha Bhagavan, what you should pray? Let me be free from attachment to family, children, etc. Here it is what? Lakshmi herself, Ketumala. Lakshmi herself is worshipping Bhagavan. Bhagavan appear here as Kamadeva in order to please Lakshmi. Now 18th verse, 18th line. Now this one is very good. Om Hram Hrim Hrum Om Namo Bhagavate Rishikesha Sarva Guna Vishesha Vilakshitatmane Akutinam Chittinam Chetasam Visheshayanam Chadhipataye Shodashagalaya Chandomayaya Annamayaya Amrtamayaya Sarvamayaya Sahase Ojase Belaya Kantaya Kamaya Namaste Ubhayatra Bhuyat. It's a long mantra. Om Ram Hrim Hrum. Salutation to thee, both within and without. O Lord of all divine majesties, thou controller of the senses of all, the one indicated at their transcendent source by all impressive manifestation of virtue, thou the Lord of all worship, knowledge, spiritual aspirations, you are the one endowed with 16 parts. You are the Vedic meters and all objects of enjoyment, all bliss, and of all beauty seen in everything. Striyo vradestva rishikeshwaram soto haratya loke patimasha sedanyam tasamnate vai paribandhya patyam Priyandhanayushi yatostatandra. Even worship you for getting a good husband. But how can they save them as they themselves are fickle-minded? So this mantra, if you chant every day, it seems you will get a noble husband. You become attractive. There are Palashudi for that. Now Lakshmi Devi says to Bhagavan, 22nd verse, it's very important. Mat praptaye jesha surasuradayat tapyanda ugram tapa aindriye diya Rite bhavat padaparayananna mam vindantyaham tvat hridaya yatochitaha. Lakshmi Devi says, for attaining me, even Brahma, Shiva, Devas and Asuras perform difficult austerities with their mind set on material prosperity. But Lord, my heart is entirely given over to Thee, and I care not for any except those who are devoted to Thy feet. Now, if you want to Lakshmi Devi to please you, you have to worship Bhagavan, not Lakshmi directly. Don't go back door. Go directly to Bhagavan. That's our Gurudev used to say, if you go to Lakshmi directly, Bhagavan uses his gada, it seems, on our head. Anyway, then Ramyaka, cosmic fish, that is the Matsyavatara. Mahavishnu, Vaivasudha Vennandara, Satyavarta, that Matsyavatara story comes that time, I will tell you. That means even today he is adoring that form, repeating the following mantra, 25th, Om Namo Bhagavate Mukhyadamaya Namaha Sattvaya Pranayojase Sahase Balaya Mahamatsyaya Nama Iti. Salutation to the divine fish, embodiment of pure sattva, master of life, energy and strength in the body, senses and the mind of all being. Salutations again. That is Matsyavatara. The sixth one is Hiranmaya. There the tortoise is worshipped. Om Namo Bhagavate Akuparaya Sarva Sattva Guna Visheshanaya Anupalakshita Sthanaya Namo Varshmane Namo Bhumne Namo Nama Avasthanaya Namaste. These are the mantras to worship was the Kachyapa. Bhagavan's avatara is Kachyapa. Palari Mathanam, that story will come later, we'll tell you at that time. So in the region known as Hiranmaya Varsha, the Lord manifests as the cosmic tortoise. So we should know that earth is not the only place, okay? There are other regions also that we have to know. So this Priyavrata, following the sun with his chariot, he created 7 continents and 7 oceans, not this in the earth, not in the earth itself, okay? The earth, the 7th continent, 7 seas are there, that is different. But other, talking about the whole creation. So there are many other places also there. That is what is that Hiranmaya Varsha. Their tortoise is worshipped there. Then Uttareshu Uttarakuru Varsha. Cosmic boar is worshipped there. Varahavatara Uttareshu Ja Kurushu. Bhagavan Yajna Purushaha Kritavaraha Rupa Aste Tantu Devi Hyeshanu Bhuhu Saha Kurubhi Saswakhila Bhakti Yogera Upadhavati Imam Parama Upanishad Avartayati. The mantra is Om Namo Bhagavate Mantra Tattva Lingaya Yajna Kradave Mahadhyaravayavaya Mahapurushaya Nama Karma Shuklaya Trigunaya Triyugaya Namaste. So here the Bhumi Devi is worshipping the cosmic poor, it is proper, right? Because Bhagavan is the one lifted her from the ocean. Then comes the next one, Kim Purusha Varshe. Hanuman is worshipping Bhagavan Ramachandraji. This is a very beautiful mantra here. Om Namo Bhagavate Uttamashlokaya Namaha Arya Lakshana Sheela Vrataya Namaha Upasikshitatmanaha Upasitalokaya Namaha Sadhuvada Nikarshanaya Namaha Brahmanya Devaya Mahapurushaya Maharajaya Nama Iti. What a beautiful prayer here. Every word is beautiful. Om Namo Bhagavate Uttama Shlokaya. Uttama Shlokaya, pure awareness. Arya Lakshana Sheela Vrataya. This mantra is very good for japa. Arya Lakshana Sheela Vrataya. Arya means cultured, okay? Most cultured. So it's called Bhagavan is the Maryada Purushottama. Namaha Upasikshitatmanaha. People are very good in giving instruction, but they don't follow. But here Bhagavan follows what he teaches. Upasikshitatmanaha Upasitalokaya. People meditate upon him. Upasitalokaya. Sadhu Vada Nikarshanaya. Valmiki writes Ramayanam as Sitaya Charitam Mahat. So, Bhagavan sent her away. Therefore, she became more famous than Rama. Bhagavan thought that if I get bad name, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. So that's why Upasita Lokaya. See, he worshipped the Praja as God. That's why Sneham Dayam Cha Saukhyam Cha Yativa Janakim Api Aradhanaya Lokasya Munchato Nasti Me Vyatha. This is in Ramayanam. Bhagavan said that Sneham Daya Cha Saukhyam Cha Yativa Janakim Api. I am ready to give up everything, including Janaki. Why? Aradhanaya Lokasya Munchato Nasti Me Vyatha. As a Raja, my duty is to serve my Praja. For their sake, I give up everything. So that's Aradhanaya Loka, Upasita Lokaya. Sadhu Vada Nigarshanaya. Sadhu Vada Nigarshanaya. So the people who are sadhus, they appreciate him. or they intuitively know him. Purified mind. Brahmanya Devaya. Bhagavan always worshipped Brahmanas. Brahmanya Devaya. Mahapurushaya. Maharajaya. Nama iti. Bhagavan, when Bhumi Devi and others approached Bhagavan to kill Ravana, Bhagavan doesn't have to come down from Vaikuntha to kill Ravana. It is not necessary. Sitting there itself, we can send one astra. That also not necessary. One sankalpa, whom, that is enough. He will die. But why he came down as a human being? Only for teaching human being. That's why it is said in the 5th verse, Martyavataраstiha martyashikshanam rekshōvadhāya iva na kevalam vibho kutonyadasyatra matasva atmana sita kritani vivasanani ishwarasya. 5th verse is very beautiful. The incarnation as Ramchandraji, it is not for just killing Ravana alone, but teaching human being how to live a noble life. That was the purpose of Ramavatara. That is why many times Bhagavan wanted to invoke his divinity, but he did not. He restrained from that. He remained as a human being all the time. Otherwise, how can the sorrow of separation from Sita affect? Say he acted as though like an ordinary person, start crying and all that, isn't it? How can it affect you? It is all a leela. Nastri kritam, 6th one. Navai sa atmatma vadam suhruttama saksattrilokyam bhagavan vasudevaha nastri kritam kashmalam ashnuvita nalakshmanam chapi vihatu marhati. 6th one. How then could thou be moved by infatuation for Sita? And how could thou think of abandoning Lakshmana? Lakshmana was abandoned, right? Last. You know the story. When Bhagavan's time came to depart from this earth, Yamaraj came disguised as a Brahmana, wanted an interview with Bhagavan and put a condition. While the discussion is going on, nobody should come. If anybody come, he will be killed. That was the rule. At that time, Durvasa came there. Look at this. At the right moment he comes. I want to have an audience with Rama. Maharaj, he's already busy. How can he? I will curse you. Lakshmana was afraid. So he went inside, doesn't matter if I get killed. Bhagavan looked at him. Why? And Yamaraj disappeared. Then the same thing came to the court. Now what is to be done? Lakshmana was dear to you. How can you kill him? That also he came there to save your dynasty. ready to be cursed. So how can he be killed? Everybody advised not to kill him. But Bhagavan was what you call Satyavrata. He was adamant, no, I have already told that it is to be done. So at that time, Hanumanji, can I give my opinion? Because Hanumanji is a scholar, you see. He said, according to Shastra, if you renounce that person, he is no more my brother. If you say it is as good as killing. So everybody agreed that, good. So Bhagavan said, you are no my brother. So Lakshmana went and what is that? Entered into Sarayu and departed to his Vaikuntha. Waiting for Bhagavan. His bed has to be ready, before he goes. That's why. Then, that is Ramavatara. And the 7th verse is also beautiful. Na janmanonam mahato na saubhagam na vagna buddhir na kritistosha heduho tairyat vishrishta srishta napino vanoga saschakara sakhe padalakshmanakrajaha. He says, neither nobility of birth, nor great beauty or form, nor proficiency in speech, nor intelligent men can make anyone dear to you. So, scholarliness, Vedic scholarliness, beauty, the fluency in speaking, all these things is not going to impress you. Otherwise, they say, how could Ramachandraji befriend the inhabitants of the tribals in the forest and monkeys and bears? How is that? Isn't it? So, that Tulsidas ji says, these monkeys and bears, they live on top of the tree. And Bhagavan sitting under a tree, you see. But still in association with him, monkeys became worshipful, isn't it? That is the greatness of Mahapurushas. Association with them, you become great. So, suro vapyata vanaro naras sarvatmanayas sukrudatnyamuttamam bhajedaramam anujagritim harim ya uttara nayat kosalandivamipiti. So, Bhagavan took everybody to Vaikuntha, isn't it? Whether you are a Deva or Asura or Vanara or Nara, doesn't matter. One who worshipped Rama, yes, no, he took everybody to Vaikuntha. That's the greatness of Ramavatara. Then, now talk about the Bharatavarsha. Naranarayana is worshipped there in Bharatavarsha. And Om Namo Bhagavate Upashama Shilaya Uparata Atmaya Namo Kinchana Vittaya Rishi Rishabhaya Naranarayanaya Parahamsa Parama Gurave Atma Rama Adhipataye Namo Nama Iti. Akinchana vittaya. See, he is wealth of one who doesn't have anything. Akinchana vittaya. Nirdhana ke dhana ram. Who said? Mirabai is saying, I think. Nirdhana ke dhana ram. Payoji mane Rama ratana dhana payo. So he is nirdhana ke dhana ram. That is Naranarayana. It is said there. Worship of Naranarayana. Wealth of all the possessionless, the noble among rishis, the teacher of the Varavamsas, the best among the self-absorbed one. Now, physical dimension of the Bharatavarsha is given here, and all the how many mountains are there, how many rivers are there, all those things are given here. Okay, people can read it. If somebody want to do some research, they can go on reading it. All details are there. List of them. Mountains, rivers, Malay Pravatam, Mangala Prastha, Mainaka, Trikuta, Rishabha, Kutaka, Kollaka, Sakhya, Devagiri, Rishyamuka, Sri Shailam, Venkatam, Mahendram, Varidhara, Vindhya, all that. Chitrakuta, Govardhana, Raya, Revaktaka, Kukupa, Nila, Gokamukha, Indrakila, Kamagiri, all this. Then rivers also. Kaveri, Veni, Payasvini, Tungabhadra, Krishna, Godavari, all these things are Nadis. Now, 19th one. For men born in this Bharatavarsha, there are three prospects open. The world of the Devas, the world of men, and the region of purgatory, that is called hell. Region of purgatory means hell. Okay. See, our hell is considered a cleaning place. Dobi chal. Purgatory. What is that? Correction centers. Now, following the discipline of Varnashrama, all progress from stage to stage and attain mukti. Brahmacharya, Grihastha, Vanaprastha, Sannyasa. It seems Devatas sing glory of Bharatavarsha. Aho Amisham Kimakari Shobhanam. 21st. Prasanna yesham Jidaswayam Hari Yair Janma Labdam Nrishu Bharatājire Mukunda Sevo Payigam Sprihahinaha. Human birth in Bharatavarsha, even Devas are jealous, it seems. Look at this. Is it because the auspicious acts done by them are of such transcendent merit, or is it because Sri Hari has bestowed on them His unconditional grace that these jivas have obtained a birth in Bharatavarsha? But people who are born there, they don't know the glory of Bharatavarsha, isn't it? They think coming to America is the best. I don't know what papa we have done to come to this country. That's what they say here. Anyway, Devada's praise. Now comes Sri Shuka says now Bhagavan. Bhagavan fulfilled the desires of all devotees, but the devotee doesn't have any desire, only Bhagavan, then he gives the moksha. That's the beauty. Now, in Shukamar, she says, Jambudvipasya cha Rajan Upadvipan Ashtauhyeka Upadishanti Sakaratmajair Ashwanveshana Imam Mahim Parito Nikha Nikha Nidvara Upakalpitan. There are 8 minor islands in Jambudvipa. These came into existence when the son of Sagara dug the earth while going about in search of horse in connection with their father's sacrifice. That story is Sagara king, 60,000 children. They dug up the earth. So therefore they created the 8 minor islands. These are Swarnaprastha, Chandrashukla, Avartana, Ramanaka, Mandara, Harina, Panchajanya, Simhala, Lanka. Lanka was part of India then. Now 6 Dvipas and Loka. I'll summarize it for you, okay? First one is Jambudvipa, surrounded by salty water. Center is Mahameru mountain. That is, I think it is, salt water is our. Second one is Plakshadvipa, double the size of Jambudvipa, surrounded by Ikshu Dandarasa, sugarcane. There is a Ikshu Dandarasa surrounded by. That is an ocean. That is, the ruler here is one of the sons of Priyavrata. Itmi Jihva, that is his name. Now there also subcontinents are there. Lord in the form of fire is present here. Lord's Son is worshipped here. So it is 1 lakh yojana. 100,000 yojana. 1 yojana in 3 miles. No, 8. Then Salmala Dvipa, sea of liquor. This is good. Salmala tree means what? Silk cotton. King called Yajnabahu worshipped Vedas and Soma. Garuda sits in this tree and sings glories of Bhagavan and recites Vedas. Plakshadvipa, we already told. Then Salmaladvipa is told. Third one, fourth one. Kushadvipa, Kushadvipa is ocean of ghee. Kusha means grass, emits brilliant rays. Hiranyaretas. 4 classes of people live there. Fire is worshipped there. Then come Kraunjadvipa. Ocean is milk. King Gridhaprashta, water is worshipped here. Then Sakadvipa, sea of curd. Kushadvipa, Gridhaprashta, Sakadvipa. Sea of curd of equal width. 32 lakh of yojanas. The ruler of its Methaditi, son of Priyavrata. There also they divide it into 7 portions there. Anyway, Pushkaradvipa, they are all academic interest, okay. It's not. Pushkaradvipa is pure water. Pushkara means lotus. Seat of Brahma worshipped by the inhabitants here. Then they talk about Loka Loka Parvata. Beyond that is another region which is made of material like golden and mirror. Nothing put in it will return. Everything will get dissolved like black hole. Black hole. There are no living being here, extremely pure. That is called Loka Loka. In the Krishna Avatara story, you will see Santana Gopalam story. There Bhagavan Krishna take Arjuna to Vaikuntha. The path described also they say. Loka Loka. Then Bhugol, Khagol means stars, etc., astronomy. All these are given here. Uttarayanam, Dakshinayanam. So, when the sun moves through Mesha and Tula, the days and nights are equal in length. When he moves from Vrishabha through the 5 succeeding Rashis, the day is longer and the night becomes shorter. When the sun moves from Vrishchika through the succeeding 5 Rashis, the days become shorter and nights longer. We experience that, right? So we know that directions which Devata is presiding, that you know. Northern direction is Indra Devata. South is Yama. Samyamani. Yama city is called Samyamani. And Viphavari, city of Soma. To west is Varuna. Varuna is Nimlochani. Varuna city is called Nimlochani. Viphavari, city of Soma. So what did I say? On the Manasottara mountain towards the eastern direction of Meru stands Devathani, that is Indra, east direction, Indra. And south is Yama, west is Varuna, Then north is Soma. So this Meru Parvata must be equivalent to our North Pole, right? There it is said here, it is always perpetual midday. Huh? Though the sun moves in an easterly direction, keeping Meru to the left, it appears as sweeping Meru to the right because of the movement of the whole system. Sun rises and sets in opposite direction. I think it is North Pole.
Swamiji, what verse is that?
That is the 8th.
8th. Thank you, Swamiji.
Sun 8th and 9th. Chariot of sun. So, the charioteer, Aruna is the charioteer of sun's charioteer. 7 horses are called 7 meters. Gayatri, Ushnik, Anushtup, Brihati, Trishtup, Pankti, Sugati. These are the horses. 7 meters. Surya Narayana. Even though Aruna is the charioteer, it seems while driving the chariot he faces the sun. Yeah, that's what is written here. Faces the sun while working as the charioteer. This one is a 16th sentence. Now, movement of the sun and the planets are also given here. If you are interested, you read that. Astrology people. Then pole star is given there. It's all beyond my head, so I am not going to talk about it. Then the 14 lokas are given here. Now here it is talking about Atala, Vitala, Sutala, Talatala, Mahatala, Rasatala and Patala. Now each one they have given what are the perks available. Okay. If you want to go to Atala, Vitala, Sutala, Talatala, Mahatala, Rasatala and Patala. Okay. So this subterranean region, Maya, the architect of great magical powers, has built cities with wonderful houses, studded all over precious stones, having walls, frontal towers, temple, courtyard, and the inhabitants are Asuras and Nagas. Gardens there more attractive than those of heaven itself. And as there is no daylight there, the inhabitants are not disturbed by alternating day and night. All the time same. The luminous gems on the hoods of the huge serpent dispel the darkness of the region. The gemstone, the serpent head. due to the effect of the various kinds of miraculous herbs, juices, elixir, food and drink they take. They are free from the worries of disease, from perspiration, bad odors and exhaustion. No sign of old age or wrinkles. So it's better to go that place, isn't it, than heaven. No grey hair and change of complexion. All is written there. They are always full of spirit and enthusiasm. There is no death for these fortunate beings except from the Sudarshana Chakra of Bhagavan. Once in a way it comes. When the discus enters the region, the pregnancies of the Asura female about out of fear, it seems. Pregnancy of the Asura female. Atala, that is Tala, but that's Sutala. This one is where? Yeah, Atala, Vitala, Sutala, Talatala. So each region, the first one is Atala now coming. So this is general reason told now, each one. So Atala, the specialities. Here Asura Bala is the one, the son of Maya. So it is 96 form of magical devices. So this Bala yawned, it seems. Out of his mouth came 3 types of women known as Swairini, Kamini, Pumchali. Swairini is one who mates only with one's class. Kamini is who one mates with anybody. And Pumchali is the most among these. A person conveyed to this subterranean heaven is received by these women. The soul go there. I think that is what the Muslims talk about. They are going there. Where? Atala. They are received by 23 or 33 virgins and all that. Must be this only. Now, as soon as they reach this Jiva entered there, they make him drink an elixir called Hataka. And it has got high potency. And delight him with their amorous looks, talks, laughter, embraces. Owing to the extraordinary potency of the elixir, he experiences within himself the strength of 1,000 elephants. Then Vitala, the still lower region called Vitala, Sri Parameshwara, accompanied by his consort Parvati and surrounded by his host of bhutas, as manifest as Hatakeshwara, in order to help Brahma in the work of augmenting the creation. Then Sutala and Mahabali. Sutala, where the great one Mahabali lives. In order to help Indra, Lord Mahavishnu was born as Vamana and took away the wealth of Mahabali and sent him to Sutala. But Bhagavan protected that Sutala. He was a gatekeeper there. This attainment of Sutala cannot be considered a direct result or reward for offering the world to the Lord. So it is all Bhagavan's grace alone. It is not because Mahabali offered everything to Bhagavan. No, it is Bhagavan's blessings only. This story will be told in the 8th skanda, Vamanavatara time, we will see that. Then Talatala and Mahatala. This below Sutala is Talatala, presided over by the famous Asura Maya. Even lower than that is Talatala, region called Mahatala, which is inhabited by tribe of many-headed serpents, children of Kadru, known for their special trait of anger. Uhaha, Takshaka, Kaliya, Sushena are some of the leaders of this huge-bodied serpent. They spend their time sometime in dread of Garuda. Then Rasatala, still lower, Diti and Danu, who are known as Panis and divided in the 3 tribe Asuras, Nivatakavachas and Kaleyas. They are very powerful and daring species who have an inherent enmity to the Devas. So they live like serpent in Rasatala. Then comes Patala, which great serpents of a ferocious nature inhabit. Name of the leading one among them are Vasuki, Shankha, Kulika, Mahashankha, Dhananjaya, Sankachuta, Kambala, all these things. Devadatta. They have hoods varying in number from 5 to 7, 10, 100 and 1,000. The precious stones on the hoods of these serpents illumine the whole of Patala. The spear of Ananta is there. Now, after describing all these things, now our Shukamarshi is asking Parikshit, finally, what else you want to know? I have described all that. Now, next topic is very interesting. What is that? The description of Naraka. What type of sin you commit and what type of torture you have to go through. All these descriptions are given here in detail. Okay. We'll see that our next class, okay? It will be very interesting. You should know, if you have committed this sin, you go to this kind of a punishment. Where? After death or here also. Both. But the only thing that they are all temporary. It's not, there is no permanent hell for us, okay? We shall see and complete that next class. So after listening to this description of Naraka, Parikshit got frightened actually. He asked Gomarshi, is there any way you can get out of this situation? So that is how 6th canto starts with the Ajamila story. Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo 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 Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Asatoma Tatkamaya Tamasoma Jyotikkamaya Mrityorma Amritam Gamaya. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om. Thank you.
Thank you, Swamiji.
Thank you. Everybody was afraid of cold, huh? That's why nobody's coming.
Hari Om, Swamiji.
Hari Om. Why this is not going? Our ashram also 25 years over left. Huh? 2000.